Usai made a mess, G pop of the jet. I'm about to catch, I double the bed.
What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? I hope y'all having a trippy day. In fact, I hope y'all having a great day. If y'all can do me a favor, subscribe and like, give me a little comment. I would love to hear some feedback from y'all. Without further ado though, let's get into the story. Gooning at the funeral home. Now hey, you got me? My hands are up, okay? It was a bad move, bad decision. But it cracks me up every single time I think about it. So, let me make this story make a little more sense. So that way y'all don't think I'm like a Jeffrey Dahmer type of dude. So, I was over at my ex's house having a real good time. It was 2019. I was 19. Trying to get that nut. Been searching for it. Been trying to get it. She's blowing me off and shit. Her family's around. Just no way I can get a nut. No way I can get some smash going on. I was trying to play some Smash Bros. And she was trying to play some fucking Mario Kart. She was driving way out of my way. So, I'm driving back home, minding my own business, and, I got a little bit of the blue ball situation, not feeling the best, just gooning in my mind, man. So, I'm driving, and just all of a sudden, it was like a fucking light bulb just went straight through my head. I saw this funeral home. It was dark, a little bit creepy, but a little bit out of the way from the public view and everything. It was pretty late too, so no one was even around. I said, fuck it. I pull off into that funeral home. I park there. I turn off my vehicle. I turn off the lights. I don't want nobody to see. I'm scared out of my wits. But the blue balls, they're getting to me. I'm hurting. I'm feeling pain. I can't wait another 30 minutes to get back home. So, I hop up on my phone, probably looking up some Latina lesbian baddies or something like that, Try and get the good goon smash going on. Try and get this done and over with. I felt like I was playing a game of chase. I need to get this game done with. So, I'm watching my shit, some, mac and cheese style going on. And I look up. It was almost just like I had a pre-sense what was gonna happen right then. I look up, and sure enough, I see a cop car pulling right in. And as soon as they pulled in, their fucking bright-ass lights shined right into my fucking window. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And the blue lights start going off, and they drive literally right beside of my vehicle. I'm pulling up my pants, right? I'm trying to get that shit in order, and it wasn't even like they fucking parked, man. It was like they fucking were ready to fucking send my ass to prison. They fucking drove right beside of my vehicle, stopped, hopped right out. Big ass fucking bright flashlights. This is like a fucking nightmare. My palms are sweaty. I'm feeling shaky. I'm scared. I was gooning at the funeral home. What was I thinking? My pants, they're all the way pulled up. But my ass was too fat, man. And it snagged up on my pants and boxers, man. So my ass is out on the seat, dude. So I'm trying to sink my ass as deep as I can into the sea. That way they don't see like the bare side ass of my cheek, man. I didn't want them catching me gooning at the funeral home. You know, I felt like I was disrespecting so many dead loved ones. I went down there a couple years ago. You know, when I, like, 10 years prior before that incident. And that was the last time I seen my great-grandma, man. And now I'm over there jerking it. You know, I was scared. And the officer, he knocks at my window. I'm like, oh man, I wrote it down. He's like, hey, how you doing? What were you doing over here? You know, and they thought I was smoking or doing some drugs or something, I think. I don't think they thought I was gooning. But, you know, I told them, hey, I just pulled over here. My service was bad. I was trying to call my grandma to see if it was too late to come back. You know, trying to think quick and trying to think as smart as possible. You know, I'm a young dude, you know, like, hey, that's a valid question. It's like fucking 11:30 at night, you know. You know, I just want to be that respectful gentleman to ask my fucking grandmother if I can come back home or if it's too late now. So, you know, I think he buys the story, but he's shining all over in my vehicle. He shines down. And his face is almost like that, just like a state of confusion. And, you know, my mouth is almost like, oh, like it's scared. Like I'm scared, dude. You know, I really thought I was going to get arrested for goon. I mean, think about it, dude. Could you imagine on Facebook, local news, a 19-year-old blank got arrested at the funeral home for jaking it for some Latina baddies. He was news. 19-year-old gooning at the funeral home. You know, that's something you just don't want to see about yourself. You know, I live in a small town. And when I say that would make the headlines, I promise you that would make the headlines. So, anyways, you know, I think he saw my ass. I don't know. He didn't mention it. Maybe he liked it. You know, maybe he was, giving me a little bit of a break. I have no idea. But, you know, he told me have a good night. He told me, I need to leave this property right now. And, I sure as hell did, man. I turned on my vehicle, turned on the lights, started pulling out of the fucking funeral home, ass cheeks still out on the bare seat. I never did pull them back up until I pulled into the driveway. So I had to have blue balls still all the way until I got home. But hey, I know that night wasn't a bust. Or was it? Anyways, though, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this story. Let me know if y'all want to hear some more stories. Give me a little comment. Give me a subscribe. Give me a like. Love y'all. Peace.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.